Hey guys, welcome to the third episode of the Breaking Point story here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. Today, we're carrying on from where we left off in the last one. Obviously, it was an hour-long video last time out, trying to get as far through this story as we can do. My team will be back very shortly indeed, don't worry. Only be a couple of days at most before we start streaming and you guys start seeing my team on the YouTube channel. Of course, to reiterate what I mentioned for those of you that are in stream and for those of you that didn't see it on the YouTube channel when I mentioned it, Season 2, Episode 0 of my team, the bit between seasons where you pick your new driver, pick your new engine, redo the livery, etc., that will be YouTube exclusive to the ChesnoidPlays channel. So if you're not subscribed, you won't see it on stream. You need to subscribe to the ChesnoidPlays YouTube channel to ensure that you see the behind the scenes of transitioning from Season 1 to Season 2. That's all I'll say for my team for now. We're going to continue on with Breaking Point today. Chapter 9, Casper Akkerman put on a virtuoso performance at the Dutch Grand Prix with a podium finish in front of the home fans. Of course, we finished third in the Dutch Grand Prix in the last episode and hoping to build on that for Casper today, although I did find it quite weird to be playing as Casper and not as Aiden, so I don't know which direction this series is going to go, or this story mode is going to go. So we'll dive in, we'll see exactly what happens next. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the remainder of this Breaking Point story, or of course of Season 2 of my team when it arrives in the not too distant future whatsoever. But for now, we are going to advance. We'll probably wait for the inevitable phone call that will come, probably from Zoe. Or actually, I think we might have already had that phone call from Zoe at the end of the last stream. So we will go straight to the next chapter. Chapter 10, the Canadian Grand Prix. With several laps remaining, Aston Martin looks to be in a favourable position with both of its drivers in the points. Casper Akkerman continues to push forward, but his teammate Aiden Jackson is continuing to gain ground on him. Presumably, as we join mid-race here for the Canadian Grand Prix, we're still driving as Casper. Let's go and find out. Mid-race in Canada, here we go. Oh, they're right next to each other. Oh, not again.
Is faster than you. We need you to let him pass.
Yeah, good luck. I don't think...
Casper. Let Jackson pass, please.
That's not going to happen, is it?
I don't understand.
You can have the place back if you can't pull away.
Is he lapping quicker?
Yeah. He's behind you, Casper. Confirm you'll let him pass, please.
No, he's not close enough.
Come on, Casper.
Something's going to happen, isn't it? Am I going to take over? Right, so I'm going to have a decision to make then, aren't I?
Casper, don't do this.
He's not faster.
This is a team order. Do you copy, Casper?
He's not faster.
What's my objective? What's my objective? Don't let Jackson past. My objective is to not let Jackson past. Okay, then. I have to hold Aiden Jackson at bay for 4 laps. We are being told by the game to directly disobey a team order. We're in P8, Jackson's P9, and I have to not let him past. Oh, annoyingly, frustratingly, Canada is not one of my stronger circuits, so Aiden is going to stand a great chance of getting past me at this track. But if he does, hopefully we can get him back. I am going to have to, of course, keep him behind to be able to complete the objective. So, ERS, save me down these straights. We've opened up a gap there. We're safe for now. So we haven't rapidly pulled away from Aiden in these final few laps. It's still only about 1.5 seconds, but we also haven't closed on Lando Norris in front. We haven't really, other than that first lap where we took over, been threatened by Aiden behind. So we have directly disobeyed an order from the team, and I don't really know how Brian is going to react to that. I don't think Aiden would have caught Lando Norris. Don't think Aiden would have caught Lando Norris. Thank you, Daniel, for gifting on another 3 subs. Daniel was gifted a sub earlier in the stream for the sake of the YouTube video whilst you guys are watching this, and has now repaid that on by gifting 3 to everybody else. Leone, Danny Griffiths, and Tad. Congratulations, you want to have subscriptions to the Chesnoid Gaming Twitch channel. Thank you, Daniel. You were gifted 1 and passed on 3. We're going to get P8 here. We've directly disobeyed the team. I don't know as that's going to go down very well. But whilst we're racing as Casper,
Take care of the car on the way.
Casper is the priority. When we're racing as Aiden, Aiden is the priority. I can only... Plus, I need to complete the objective to be able to continue the story. So, I have to keep Aiden behind me there. And keep Aiden behind me, we have done. This is not going to go well.
Hey! Just leave it. No! Just talk to me for once! Just let go. Back off! Why you
Esteban
being
holding
like
me
this?
back.
Oh, so I'm the problem!
You won't let me pass. You won't even talk to me.
You want respect, you give respect. That's how it works.
How about you give me a little respect?
How about you earn it first?
How am I supposed to do that? I'm all ears.
You give me space out there. What's your problem?
Esteban is
Trying to win.
really have a hold on me.
That makes you special?
You're a nightmare, Casper.
Well, you won't have to put up with me for much longer.
Oh, this is where he announces his retirement,
What's
doesn't
that
it?
supposed to mean?
I'm retiring.
I am sick and tired of all this. I'm done.
You're what?
I'm retiring.
Wait. What?
Is it-
Casper! Casper!
No, Esteban's getting stuck in again. Esteban Ocon, peacekeeper.
Wait. What? Casper! Casper!
Everyone's having a go at Aiden. Everyone reckons that Aiden is the problem, even though Casper was the one that disobeyed the direct team order. I don't know how that's going to pan out. 2 weeks later at the Austrian Grand Prix, the Canadian Grand Prix appeared to be the nadir of Ackerman and Jackson's relationship, with footage of the altercation going viral. Aston Martin are hoping that both drivers can start to move past it over the course of the Austrian Grand Prix and prevent this season from ending in a similar fashion to their last one. To the Austrian Grand Prix we go for Chapter 11. Right, Austrian Grand Prix weekend. Let's have a look. We've got an email. Am I going to get a phone call? The situation hasn't really gone away like we hoped it would. No, I didn't think it would do. Regarding retirement, Tom Stocker is my agent. I'm still in talks with the sponsors about the prospects of renewing contracts. They're still a little upset about how they found out about the retirement. Lucas Weber's wishing us good luck, and the weather forecast is dry for this Grand Prix at least. Well, no phone calls, etc. It's time to go to the race, and it looks like... Oh, no, we're joining mid-race. We're joining mid-race. A poor start to the race finds Casper Ackerman sitting at the back of the field. With several laps remaining, the deployment of the safety car gives Ackerman the opportunity to pull back some much-needed places. Game on in Austria with a safety car. We're going to have some overtaking fun here. So presumably we're literally last. 10 laps remaining. We're going to try and...
It's the safety car for Aiden.
Aiden's had to come in. Now's a good time to catch up with the field.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So we've got medium tyres on. The safety car train is miles away. Oh, Aiden's DNF'd. Aiden caused the safety car. Aiden is out of the race. Catch up to the safety car before the safety car goes in is my only objective at the moment. What's the next objective going to be? Finish in the points. I thought it might be.
Push for 10. See if you can salvage some points.
We will have 10 laps. 10 laps to get ourselves into the points. In fact, 9 laps, because we're on lap 9 already. So it'll be from lap 10 to the end to take 8 places. Just got to be on it and ready to take over when the green flag begins, which is now.
Okay,
We are away again. Time to go and do some overtaking, and plenty of it here in Austria. Latifi's going to be offline there, so we can nail it and get underneath in there. That's one. Hopefully they drop like flies in these first couple of laps, because there's a number of cars that should be much slower than us, although Latifi's not given up, has he? And I got the inside of Mazepin here. I can try. Esteban Ocon there, the man that was holding me and Aiden apart in that last cutscene. He's in P16, but we're now into P17. That's 2 down. All we've got to do is get to the points. It's in the corners that the AI are slower for the difficulty. Like in a straight line, they're just as fast as normal, really. It's just in the corners that they're super slow. I should be able to get a run on. If I'd have taken it properly, I should have been able to get a run on Ocon. Ocon's on hards as well, which should hopefully make it slightly easier to overtake him. No DRS yet, obviously, from behind the safety car. Ocon's got Russell in his sights. We could go for a double overtake here. Gonna go for a double overtake here. Williams is forcing me right up against the inside curb, but we are through. Up to P15. I wonder how far we could go. Chat, how far do you think I can make it in the 7.5 laps that remain? You reckon 8? Not a lot of 8s. A lot of 8s in there. Not talking about weed. We're talking about race positions. Right, DRS will be active now. You can see how many cars are just in this gaggle in front. And they're all trying to take places on one another. Mick broke slightly earlier for that corner than I thought he was going to. Lucky number 7. We'll give it a go, Graham. We'll give it a go. Don't even think about it, pal. I'm going to force him wide as well, so we can't turn in properly. He slows him down. DRS, bink. Right, 14th in a realistic fashion, in a realistic manner, whereas I'm not too fussed about being realistic in braking point. Get the inside line here for turn 9. That's us up into P13. Next up, a certain Devon Butler. The prick. The front 3 have gone. Then Perez is starting to pull out a gap on one of the McLarens, but there's an AlphaTauri, which will be Gasly, because Tsunoda's in P11. Gasly is currently, excuse me, coming through this gap, if you don't mind. Gasly's kind of holding up a handful more. Included, there's probably another McLaren somewhere, surely.
P12 now.
I can't see another orange dot for a McLaren. Oh no, they were both literally, both McLarens were so close together, it looked like there was just one dot. Up to P12. Trying to make it as far as P10, but ooh, that was terrible. We have 5 laps to do it. 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18, and the 2 Ferraris are slowing each other up by battling into turn 1, which will do me the world of good. Thank you for slowing everyone else up. I'm going to have a crack at Yuki. He's going to go defensive. I'm going to go on the inside, around the outside. Try and just swoop around. 2 Ferraris are still battling with one another. Got the run on one of them. Leclerc has DRS. Sainz has DRS. Oh god, everybody's got DRS. Do we? Go on then. Up the inside of both Ferraris into turn 5. Bye, bitches. With the difficulty lower, they are still just as fast in a straight line. It's just through the corners that they're slow, because there's a lot of straight lining. There's a lot of straight lines on this Austrian track. A lot of full throttle. So they are actually quite difficult to catch. Alonso, I don't believe, has DRS on the cars in front, so he should be pretty easy to catch now and get past. I'll try and save. Yeah, he doesn't. I'll try and save some ERS, and we'll just do it on DRS alone. And this will be P8. Time to get after Pierre. And then the McLarens. We could maybe finish P5. I'll try. The 2 McLarens are still fighting one another. Gasly now having a look at Lando. Now Ricciardo's through. Gasly passed Lando now that Ricciardo's through. Right, Norris has gone defensive, so we'll try and sweep around him the way that we did Alonso. He's made contact with Pierre Gasly, actually, which has made Gasly slow. Which means we can now take Gasly too, hopefully. Oh, he's using his ERS in a straight line, but we'll get him under braking. That's us up into P6. 1 lap to take Daniel Ricciardo. Can we get 5th place off Daniel Ricciardo to gift Paris a sub? This is how I write 6. 7. Oh, we got the speed. Bye, Daniel. I don't know why I said that in a Texas accent. It's from Australia, it's not from the United States. Bye, Daniel. See you later, mate. We will finish P5 after taking over as Casper on lap 9, or lap 8 actually, and closing the safety car down. But that is a great drive. We'll take that. I do like Austria. It's really fun to drive on.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Hi, Claire.
Today's race certainly had its ups and downs for you, Casper. Are you pleased with that performance?
There were some missed opportunities there. I could have capitalised more than I did. It wasn't easy today, so I'm happy to have salvaged some points. Thank you for the follow, Nicholas. Welcome to the channel, mate.
Place at the wrong time, so really happy to salvage some points. The safety car gave me a good opportunity to turn things around. Pretty
Which
pleased
we did.
overall. Yeah.
Which we did.
Speaking of the safety car, Devin Butler has gone on record calling you lucky to get the result you did. Did luck come into it today?
Luck didn't drive my car up there today. I did.
I think Devin sometimes struggles to accept any result that doesn't go his way.
It's because Devon's a
But
prick.
we all know safety cars change races. Today was no different. If Devin watches the replay closely, he might see that luck didn't drive my car out there today. I did.
Teammate Aiden Jackson was forced to retire today. Would you say he's going through a bit of a rough patch? I'm gonna, for the sake of this question, I'm gonna play the character. Casper wouldn't say he's a promising young driver with a lot of talent. Casper would say he's got to turn it around for the good of the team.
I'm not sure what the problem was for him today, but he's really got to turn it around for the good of the team. You need both drivers bringing points in, not just one.
Appreciate your time.
No worries, Claire. We'll play the character there. That, I think, is the response that Casper would have given there. Right. The safety car proved integral for Ackerman as it helped him turn a poor start into an impressive top 10 finish. Top 5 finish, if you don't mind. Codemasters, top 5 finish. Some more emails. We're waiting for the phone call that might not come, actually, to be fair. Great race today. Thank you, mate. There you go. It's going to be Zoe. Oh, it's Brian. Hello, pal.
Brian.
Cass, are you busy?
Well, actually...
Well, I'm streaming, actually,
Look,
as
I
it
need you to come
happens.
to the office.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you pop by now?
Why? What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you all about it when you get here.
Can't you just tell me now?
Thanks so much, Casper. Really appreciate it.
Well, I suppose we'll go to the office then, shall we, and see what's happening. Thank you for the follow, Yashirohan. Are they going to fire me before we retire? Oh, it's Aiden again.
What's going on?
We need to clear something up. Take a seat.
Clear what up?
Aiden thinks it's his fault that you're retiring.
I'm sorry, Casper. I do respect you. Quite a lot, in fact. And I don't want you to retire. I didn't mean the things that I said. And I want you to know that if you're retiring because of me, I'll...
Will you tell him? This anxiety, it's no good for his performance.
I'm not retiring because of you.
Everyone says...
I'm not retiring because of you. Can I go now?
No.
What Brian says goes. Brian is
You're going
boss.
to give him 2 minutes of your time.
Well, Brian, what am I? His therapist?
2 minutes, Casper. That's all.
Everyone says...
Everyone's
That's
an
awkward.
idiot. I'm not retiring because of you. I told Brian after Zandvoort. I'm sorry you found out the way you did.
Did they just apologise to each other?
Yeah, can be.
The press. Social media. I don't know. How do you deal with it all?
Listen. Only a handful of us in the whole world get to do what we do.
Yeah,
A handful. You deal with it by never forgetting how lucky you are to be here. Understand? Never forget.
See, they can be nice to each other. They can do it.
Casper,
So just say
Yeah.
thank you or something.
do you ever forget?
An elephant never forgets. Oh no, he's not. Oh, never mind.
Sometimes.
He's not an elephant, is he?
Sometimes we all do.
Thank you for the 8th month subscribed. Glory, glory. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you very much for continuing to show your support, even though, as you say, the F1 stuff isn't your thing. It's very good of you. Chapter 12. As the 2021 season rolls on, the F1 grid moves to the historic Spa-Francorchamps, with Casper Ackerman sustaining his recent run of form. Aston Martin hopes that both of its drivers can maintain this level of performance. Are we driving as Casper here, or are we driving as Aiden again? I'm not sure. It looks like we're racing from the start in Belgium, and we are racing as Casper still, I think. So a one-stop strategy. We'll go soft to medium. Race start. Presumably we're doing the whole race here at Spa. Finish in the top 5. Okay. I shall try. It's a great start, although I've got nowhere to go. Alright, Esteban, chill. Try and power it down the hill. We'll get past Alonso. Just so we can have a bit more... I say get past Alonso. Never mind. He's taking me in a straight line. So we'll try and get a pretty straightforward run through Eau Rouge and Radion. But now here comes Mr. Gasly behind me. Just going to have to use all my battery, really, to try and hold on to the position here. Which we have been able to do. He says, as Pierre goes around the outside. I'll give him racing room. We'll have the inside line for this one, and then the next one we should hold on to the position, and I have done. Okay, right, so P5 the aim then. Currently P11. Hopefully not for long. There you go. Now that I've gifted a sub, everyone's like, oh, actually, I'll type in chat and put a prediction this time. Don't be slow around the corner. Good lad. Is he going to go defensive into the chicane? No? Well, I'm going to go aggressive then. Into the bus stop we go with Esteban Ocon. Try and pinch him a little bit, but still be fair. And past him we are. Now to get after Alonso. Again, no DRS till next lap.
Keep it up. We're expecting rain in a couple of laps.
Oh, God.
Rain is forecast.
Okay. That changes things. Rain in a couple of laps. Not going to be as straightforward a Grand Prix as we thought it might be then for this Spa Grand Prix. Here comes the rain. It's falling now. It's not quite falling hard enough to warrant pitting yet. Probably won't be long before we need intermediates. Right, DRS will be a thing this lap.
Okay, DRS is now available.
So we'll at least have it for a brief moment before it gets disabled for the rain. They want me to finish 5th, right? Top 5 was the aim.
A new strategy is available on the
Hey, look, I bet that's to pit for intermediate tyres this lap. Lap 3. Hello. Now, some of the drivers, I highly doubt that they'll double stack here. So one of Sainz and Leclerc, probably Leclerc, the back driver of the two, will have to do another lap, which will absolutely murder their race. The AI in this game and all Formula 1 games don't really tend to double stack. They tend to just leave a driver out for another lap, which obviously in this situation, with the track being as wet and slippery as it is already, is absolutely the wrong decision. But I think it's just coded that they don't double stack. You guys might have a different experience. You might find that they do double stack. And we may find out here that they do double stack, but I don't think they will. Oh, it's the driver who qualifies higher usually goes in earlier, is it? Oh, I'm too busy reading chat. Not necessarily the driver that's higher in the race. Okay, well, we'll find out here, shall we? Braking in the wet is hard. No, they are all double stacking. They are going to double stack. Okay. Well, we will gain at least 2 positions here then. Because there's no way that Ferrari and McLaren can get both drivers pit before we nip in and nip out again. Someone stayed out. Some have stayed out. So some are double stacking, some are not.
Go now.
Some are double stacking, some are not. So we will take that one Ferrari. And we should have taken a McLaren as well. And those that stayed out
Pit strategy complete.
will...
See these
Well, we may even catch them this lap because they're on dry tyres on a wet track. But we're up to, sorry, down to P13, but we should in effect be up to P7 by the time that all the pit stops have been completed. Here we are catching one of the still dry running drivers, that being Nicholas Latifi. Didn't pit. In reality, every team would have double stacked, but the game is the game. Oh, Carlos Sainz just turned out on me there just to ensure that I didn't make it through. Norris stuck behind Giovinazzi at the minute. These other drivers not pit yet on those dry tyres. Nail the throttle, we'll get past one. We'll get past Giovinazzi too, but we're pretty stuck behind Norris at the minute, but we should be able to go aggressive against him into the chicane. Unless he goes aggressive on Mick, which he is doing. Now I'm going to have to be careful here because Mick will peel off to the right and go into the pits. So Aiden stayed out as well. That
Aiden's
sucks.
coming in for his stop.
So we'll be up to P6 now. Checo's in the pits as well. Okay, we're up to P5 then. Checo didn't pit. We're up to P6 and there is P5. So we are now achieving the objective that the team set for us, but we're going to have a very fast couple of cars behind us. This is probably going to be the most difficult one we've had to do so far. I'm going to have to utilise my ERS very well indeed to stay ahead of these guys now in the rain. Well, hopefully through the corners they will be slow so we can get away from them. Once I'm past Lando it should be pretty straightforward, but I've got to get past Lando first. It's raining quite hard actually. We might end up having to go to wets before the end of the race. Although it did say the rain was only due to stay like this for about 10 minutes, didn't it? So maybe not. Try and use the slipstream to get closer to him for the bus stop chicane. I don't know as I'm going to be close enough though. Well, I might be, you know. We'll pull out and we'll get past Lando. I'll leave him racing room on the inside. Get the throttle down early. Checo's pitting again, I think. Checo's pitting again from behind us. Christ knows what's happening in his race then. Unless he's going to full wet, which I doubt. Checo just pitting again. Maybe he got damaged, I don't know. That's teammate in the pit. So teammate's pitting again as well. Are they pitting for wet tyres? They might be pitting for wet tyres, you know. They are. Checo's pitting for full wets. Checo's pitting for full wets. This is going to make it interesting. I don't think it's full wet weather yet. Full wet weather worthy yet. I've still got almost all of my grip.
Situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
I don't think so. I've still got grip with these inters, so I'm quite happy on these intermediates at the moment. I'm not going to pit until absolutely everybody else does, or if I start to lose grip.
Check your MFD for a new strategy.
They want me
option.
to. They obviously want me to pit for full wets. I'm going to keep my current. I don't think I need to. Genuinely don't think I need to at the moment. Unless those wet weather runners are super quick, I don't think we'll need to.
Confirmed.
I'll set
Crew
it, but
will
I don't think I
ready
need
wet tyres for
to.
your next stop.
We can judge by what happens with the gap once everybody else pits for full wets, and if the gap doesn't drop dramatically enough, then we can probably just hold on. Like I say, I'm not losing enough grip to warrant wets at the minute. Wants me to pit for full wets. I mean, look at the gaps behind. I only need to finish top 5. They are 15 seconds behind. I can probably hold them off, can't I? The decision to not pit for full wets is a decision that was well-founded on an educated feel of how the tyres were responding to the weather. And as such, after having to deal with a little bit of a attempt from Lewis to get the lead back again, the track has dried up, we stayed on our inters, and we're going to win the race. By a margin as well. 4.5 seconds we've opened up to Lewis now. Absolutely the correct decision to stay out on those inters, and it's one that will see us win the Grand Prix. DRS has been enabled. It's actually almost time to go back to dry tyres, but the race is over, so no dry tyres. We'll just finish on what we're on. Wham! A win, numero uno,
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
for Casper Ackermann. He wins in Belgium. Easy claps. Easy. Top 5 finish. Oh, it's a little bit scripted. That doesn't actually factor in the fact that you finished first.
Caught me off guard a little bit, actually.
But we'll take it.
Look at the table. You realise
GG,
everything
Casper.
is bad.
Well done, Casper. GG. I say well done, Casper. I was the one that was driving it. Well done, me. Post-race, Chapter 12. Despite the difficult conditions, Casper Ackermann continued to impress at the Belgian Grand Prix as he achieved another top 5 finish.
All I'm
I won.
saying is that the team are back in the mix this season. That's how good you've done.
Yeah.
You're ending your career on a high just like you wanted. You really couldn't ask for much better. You want one?
He's not going to end his career now.
What's wrong?
He's thinking
Nothing.
of not ending his career.
What? Nothing. I'm fine.
You haven't driven like this in ages. You're out there having a great time. You're raking in the points, but you're doing your moody face.
I'm not doing my moody face. Stop that.
Like this.
Moody face.
Okay. It's Aiden.
What about him?
Well, he's still not right. He's moping around, anxious, apologetic. I think he's struggling.
They're actually looking out for each other now.
You were going to ignore him.
Yeah, but he's just a kid. He needs support.
From you?
So, how many races have I got left?
What's this all about, Cass?
Let's say that I've got 3 or 4 months left in F1. What if...
Go on.
Nah, forget it.
No, what?
You'd like mentor him.
You laugh at me.
Promise not to.
It just sounds so stupid.
What does?
What if he mentors Aiden?
What if I can...
Oh my god.
What?
You've gone soft, haven't you?
I knew you'd make fun of me.
You want to make the F1 world a better place before you retire. You want to help the team, help Aiden, your own career be damned.
And what if I did?
So Casper Ackerman does have a heart after all. I'll alert the media.
Look, Zoe, I'm serious. What if I did?
What could you do?
Well, Mercedes has got a seat coming up next season. Some say they might even sign him. That is his dream.
And you think you could help?
Yeah?
I honestly don't know.
Has Casper... Yesterday, it was all about the team falling apart. Now, the team's coming back together. It's all happy hug times. Man like Casper indeed. Casper Ackerman saves Formula 1. Casper Ackerman saves Aiden. With an impressive run of form behind him and renewed focus, Casper Ackerman and Aston Martin are hoping that they can continue to build on this performance as they head to the Russian Grand Prix in Sochi and into the final third of the 2021 calendar. Are we going to be doing the whole race here? Zoe's emailed me about Aiden. And now we're getting a phone call from Brian. Okay, hang on.
Brian.
Cass, can you head back to the data center quickly?
What's the issue?
The team are just finishing up going over the data from P3. They want to confirm some aspects of the tyre strategy with you.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
We won't do anything you're not comfortable with.
Okay, let me just finish up here.
We'll be waiting. Whenever you're ready.
Thanks, Brian.
That's ominous as well. With a few laps remaining, Ackerman has found his Aston Martin outperforming many of the other cars on the grid. An alternate tyre strategy appears to have put Ackerman in the perfect position to challenge for an even greater finishing position and even a chance at the fastest lap. So we're on softs. There are 5 laps remaining.
I think you can push for the fastest lap.
We're faster than the...
Strong position. See what you can
We're
do.
on softs, that's why. We're on softs. And everyone else, well, at least Gasly next to me. No, that's not Gasly, that's 22. That's Tsunoda. Is on mediums. So we can go for the fastest lap. But to get that fastest lap point, we are going to need to finish in the top 10. If you weren't aware, I know a majority of you are. There is a point awarded for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix race weekend. But you have to finish in the top 10 to get that point. So, we're looking to get that point, but it doesn't matter if I set the fastest lap. If I finish in 11th, 12th or 13th, we're going to have to set the fastest lap and make up some places in 5 laps. Which around Russia, a track that I enjoy, even though it's not necessarily the best one for racing, is absolutely doable. Come here, George. I am breezing past you, sunshine, on these soft tyres. We're going to get the fastest lap this lap, I think. Oh, he says as he goes deep there. That's actually Mick in front. Giovinazzi's another 5 seconds down the road. And then Ocon a further 2 from there. Alright, this isn't going to be as straightforward as I hoped it might be. Those gaps are quite big, actually, with just 4 laps to go. We're going to have to drive like the wind to get into the top 10 here, but we will get the fastest lap. That is for damn sure. In fact, we'll get it now. I think actually they're battling one another. Giovinazzi's on softs as well, so he'll be quick. Ocon is struggling to hold Gio behind on those hard tyres. Time difference between the lap times that we're putting in between a hard set and a soft set is surely going to be huge. Obviously, we don't know how old those tyres are for either driver, but still, in general, a soft set is going to be rapid compared to a hard set. Thank you for the follow, Kusalbach. Welcome to the channel, mate. And there's Giovinazzi through on Ocon, up to P10 and into the points. No, never mind. Ocon's gone it back again on the inside of turn 3, but you imagine Gio on the inside of turn 4 will swoop back through. Contact between the two, and then contact between me and Gio as well as they slow on the apex. I might just watch how this plays out and wait for the opportune moment to pass.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
It'll be quite entertaining watching these two battle it out. Never mind. We'll just go past, shall we? That's Ocon dealt with. Whoops, back in stepped out. I'll wait for DRS off Gio. There we go. We were second through the detection points. We'll have DRS. With a bit of ERS, this will be as easy as taking Russell was. Candy from baby. But we've got the fastest lap, and we're into the top 10. So we are achieving the objective here for this one. We should, judging by the way we're getting through this next season, we should finish breaking point today. Oh, one more lap. I think we could have made 3 more positions. Checo wins the Grand Prix. Well done, Sergio Perez. Sainz is going for it on Alonso and is up into P7. I would love to get Devon Butler before the end. I'd love to get Devon Butler before the end. Please let me get Devon Butler before the end. Not too hasty on the throttle pedal. Oh, please let me get Devon Butler before the end. I'm not going to be able to, am I? Ah! Fuck you, Devon! Way! Hey!
And bring it home.
We beat Devon Butler! We beat Devon Butler. Oh, I enjoyed that. I very much enjoyed that. Not strictly legal or realistic, but fuck Devon Butler.
Yeah, it's not often you see any team outside the top 3 pick up that extra point. Aston Martin.
Extra point and everything. Checo from Lando from Valtteri. What a result for Red Bull and McLaren. Post-race, Aston Martin employs an alternate tyre strategy that pays off, allowing Kasper Ackermann to seal not only a top 10 finishing position, but also the fastest lap in the race at Sochi as well. Fan Dhabi at Dorsey. Is that going to be Brian or Zoe? It's going to be Brian. You better thank me or congratulate me.
Brian.
Say congratulations.
Cass, meant to say, nice work on that fastest.
Thank you, Brian.
That's a welcome point, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the team did well.
Well, you drove the thing, Cass. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Look, there are rumours you'll try and wriggle out of the team dinner tomorrow. Put my mind at rest, would you?
I'm coming to the team dinner, Brian.
Beautiful place we booked. Reason to celebrate. You're gonna love it. Is Zoe still coming?
Yeah, she wouldn't miss it.
Terrific. Wonderful. Are you excited, Cass? Tell me you're excited.
I'm certainly attending.
Small victories, I suppose.
Being there is
We'll
one
see you
thing.
there.
Being excited about
Thanks,
being
Brian.
there is certainly something else. Right, to the next chapter. Oh, hello. This reminds me of Gunther Steiner. Do you remember that clip of Gunther Steiner at the Haas dinner? With another successful race weekend behind the team at Aston Martin hold their annual team dinner. How's this going to go?
I'd like to congratulate you all on a
We're on separate tables, at least.
So far. There's still a lot of work to do, but give yourselves a round of applause. You've been wonderful.
Thank you for the bits, Ryan.
Well, I'm sure you've all heard by now, but, well, this will be Casper's last season as an F1 driver. And if you get the chance, then please do your very best to change his mind. I'm only kidding, Casper. You will be missed. stop talking. For once. Have a wonderful evening, and let's push for fourth.
Yay, fourth! To be fair, fourth is massive in Formula One.
Look, I know how this works. I've been around long enough. I'm just saying, you have a future here. I've seen a lot of drivers come and go in my time. But you're special, Aiden. You've got the makings of a true great.
Is he though?
I mean it.
Because he keeps not finishing.
Casper! Hey, where's Zoe?
Oh, she's around somewhere. She loves these things.
Oh, and you don't. Mind if we join you?
I'll be my guest.
Come on, Aiden. Sit.
Orcs again, a little bit.
Why didn't it work out between you two?
Brian, I'd rather not discuss.
I don't care what you'd rather, Aiden. Casper's leaving us, and I know that your agent's been talking to other teams. This could be the last chance the three of us get to chat like this. Who knows? We may not even see each other again after Abu Dhabi. So come on. What's the deal?
Listen, I just want to have a nice evening.
He's on more money than me.
What?
Ah.
Hence the frosty
hence the
reception.
frosty reception.
Everybody started talking about my age. Just wanted to prove myself. Prove that I was better than the next flavor of the month. This was not about you, Aiden. I don't know.
What about you?
He didn't want me on the team.
Didn't I?
You wanted Ricardo instead.
And you thought I was past my best.
What? But that's not true. You're having an amazing season.
Could you verify that number for me?
That was 6 figures.
That's right.
And that's the contracted amount, yes?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we show him?
It's not going to be on more money than you. They're going to be on equal pay or something.
You two are a couple of chumps, do you know that? And you should know better.
I don't understand.
You're on the same pay.
But he does. It would be funny if it wasn't so tragic. I wonder how many points all this has cost us. Well, I'll leave you to it. You can apologise to me later.
Brian 1, Aiden and
understand.
Casper 0.
I'm an idiot.
Why?
Paddock gossip.
So none of this is true?
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the centre of it.
Devon fucking Butler.
The man who told me pre-season last year that you signed a better deal. The man who said you thought that I was too old. And that would be the same man who told you I didn't want you signed.
Butler?
And I believed him. How could I be so stupid?
Butler's driving for Alfa Romeo.
You're not stupid, Casper.
He's not a threat.
I didn't think he had this in him.
He's Devon
Why would
Butler.
he bother?
Look at all the mess he's caused. The crash last year, the fight in Canada. And how much easier has he had it because of all of that?
What can we do?
Beat him.
How apt is it that I destroyed Devon Butler and threw it up the inside of him at the last corner of the last Grand Prix before that cutscene? Perfection. Storytelling perfection from Cody's and from me. And you're right, the glass didn't flinch when he slammed the table, but we'll ignore the physics of it. Chapter 14, with the team's chance of a 4th place finish in the Constructors' Championship still alive, and with their fractious relationship now behind them, the Aston Martin teammates are determined to show Motorsport World, or the Motorsport World, what they can really do. Time to become a team again.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you finding it out there today?
Tough. We're overheating the tyres a little through the S's.
Yeah, happens.
Here's
Do
some
you mind
advice.
if I join you for a moment?
Please.
Oh, I'm glad they're friends again. Or even just friends. I don't know whether they were friends in the first place.
They want us to push for fourth.
You think Alfa Romeo catchable?
Maybe. Butler's having a good season. He claims he's been approached by Mercedes.
I heard. He is the more experienced driver. I think the seat goes to him.
You said it had always been your dream to drive for them. Is that true?
Yeah. It is.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to give you space out there. I'm sorry I didn't do that before.
I'm sorry too.
I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
Thanks, Casper. I don't know how we make that happen, but thanks.
Well, we work together. Help each other out, that's all we can do.
Then let's do that.
who am I going to race as? Am I going to race as Aiden or am I going to race as Casper?
We've adjusted the camber. Seems to help manage the tire temperatures a bit better.
Yeah?
I'll get them to share my setup data with you. Just see how it feels out there.
Thank you, Casper.
Truce.
Truce.
Truce. Chat just goes, kiss, kiss, kiss. Thanks for follow, Alex. Welcome to the channel, mate. What's Devon saying on social media? I'd rather not speculate on the Mercedes seat. What a prick. Oh, we're still obviously Casper then, because we're getting a phone call from Aiden and Zoe's picture's still there.
Aiden.
Casper, hey, have you got a moment?
Yeah, of course.
That camber adjustment really helped. I guess I just wanted to thank you.
Not a problem.
Friends! Set
Those
up
tires
friends!
in a better range now?
Much more manageable. Thanks.
Well, those milliseconds all add up.
Brian says we can catch Alfa Romeo.
Brian says a lot of things. Just focus on the next race.
Thanks, Casper.
I'll see you trackside.
Oh, friends, waiting friends. Chapter 14, we continue. With several laps remaining, Ackerman sets his sight on both Alfa Romeo drivers in an effort to snatch some much-needed points from their championship rivals. So we're still driving as Casper, chasing down the Alfa Romeos, with 8 laps to go at Suzuka.
Lap times increasing.
I still had time to catch them.
Roger, we're on fresher tyres than they are. Push, push.
Push,
Let's get
push.
the pressure on.
On push, pushing. Let's go and get those Alfa Romeos. We are currently in 14th. It's a long way down. Giovinazzi is 11th. And you imagine Butler is higher still. Now we hated the way that the car drove at Suzuka in my team, but I have a funny feeling in story mode, in Breaking Point, the car is going to handle a lot better. This is what happens when you have a car that isn't a pile of shite. Let's go and catch those Alfa Romeos, shall we?
Giovinazzi should be close now.
He
Let's
is.
push.
He is. The three of us, Ricardo, Sainz and myself, are just closing up. Oh, it's not Devon Butler in front of him. There's an Alpine in the way now. Whether that's a lapped Ocon. Well, it can't be Ocon because Ocon's actually 2.3 seconds behind us. So that's actually Alonso. Devon Butler has just taken Alonso. So Butler is actually making more positions here. We're going to have to start making a move past some of these drivers now. Aiden's in the pits.
Aiden is coming in for his stop.
I'm going to have to get Brave into 130R, I think. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. We're past Casper. We're past Carlos. Here's Giovinazzi. Let's take Ricardo too. There's 2 spots. Lol. Hello, Gio. And Aiden has come out in this train as well. fact, Aiden is currently P10. I'm going to have to take Aiden to get to Butler. Unless there's a perspective switch. Which there may well be. Although we've not done that mid-race, have we? There's not been a perspective switch before.
Soon. Let's keep it clean, please, Cass.
I'm going to take Gio into the hairpin. We're past Gio. We're past Gio. Aiden's on Butler's tail. I'm going to try and catch. There's still 4 laps to go. 5 laps to go, in fact. I'm just going to save my battery, I think, for the next lap or so.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
Go on, Aiden! Butler squeezing right to the wall, but Aiden is through on Devon Butler. No, he's not. No, he's not. Butler held it round the outside. Okay, this is going to get tasty. The two of us teaming up together to take Devon Butler. Now, Casper said he would give Aiden space on track in a previous cutscene. So I will give Aiden space on track. But Aiden is going to have to get past Devon. I'm quite happy to finish behind Aiden for the sake of the storyline and helping Aiden get that Mercedes seat, provided Aiden takes Devon Butler. But if I have to take the two of them, then so be it. I have to do my main objective first before I can do anything else. I've got the run on Aiden here. We're going to get past Aiden. We're side by side. Into 130R. We're through. We've got the line. And now I'm going to take Devon into the chicane. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye, Mr. Butler. You big baby. We're through. Bye, bitch. See you later. Bye-bye. P9. P9. Now give me a perspective switch so I can... Oh, hello, Devon. Give me a perspective switch so we can get Aiden through as well. I could try and hold him up for Aiden. Maybe I should. Is that the plan? Stubo, shall I do that?
Our gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds.
I need Aiden to get past Devon. Okay, let's go full team. Let's go full teammate. I'm going to try and slow Devon up. I'm going to try and slow Devon up so that Aiden gets a run at him. Go on, Aiden! Yeah, that's teamwork for you. That's how it goes. Oh, shit. Aha! P9, P10! Let's go! Let's all wave at Butler. Let's all wave at Butler. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Let's all wave at Butler. Let's all wave at Butler. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Butler is a wanker. Butler is a wanker. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Butler is a wanker. Butler is a wanker. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. That is teamwork. Right. I would still like to finish ahead of Aiden if I can, just for my own ego. Sorry, Aiden. As much as Casper wants you to get that Mercedes seat, I'd still like to finish as high as I can in any given race. I've not got it in me. My competitive streak, even in the scenario of the story mode, I still don't have it in me to let a driver finish in front of me. Sorry, Aiden. Just make sure you keep Butler behind you, okay? Just keep Devon behind you, we'll be fine. I'm going to take Aiden. Okay, I want P9. You can have P10, but I want P9. Checo wins the race again. Look at Sergio Perez putting in a rich reign of goal-scoring form. A rich reign of race-winning form. Aiden, you better hold Devon behind you, otherwise I will be pissed. And checkered flag. We'll finish P9, Aiden will finish P10, and no points for Alfa Romeo. Take that, Devon. I apologise to Gio. Apologise to Giovinazzi. But Devon Butler is the dick. 100 bits from Millie. What do we think of Butler? Shit! What do we think of shit? Butler! Thank you, that's alright. We hate Butler, we hate Butler, we hate Butler, we hate Butler. Competition feels like it's fiercer than ever. I had my chances
but it didn't quite. Yeah, no, the competition's fiercer than ever.
Competition feels like it's fiercer than ever this season, and the team is working really hard to keep up. So we're grateful for every point we earn.
Those points bring you a little bit closer to Alfa Romeo. Is that something you're particularly focused on during the race?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're into the business end of the season now, and we want to climb as many places as we can. Right now, that means catching Alfa Romeo. So, anytime we can put the pressure on a little, that's good for us.
We asked Devin Butler a similar question. He said, and I quote, "Aston Martin are a bit of a shambles. I don't think they're catching us anytime soon." What's your response to that?
Sounds to me like the words of a man running scared.
Appreciate your time.
Devon's pooping his panties. Chapter 15. With Aston Martin continuing to put together an impressive run of form, the gap between 4th and 5th place in the Constructors' Championship is continuing to narrow. Story's dead. Looks like we finally turned the story around in the press. That's good. Oh, hello, Zoe.
Zoe.
Daddy!
Lily!
Hey, Lils.
Mommy says you're in America where the cowboys live.
Yeah, Daddy's in America.
Are you racing with cowboys, Daddy?
Yeah, one or two. Hey, who's your favorite racing driver, Lils?
You are.
Just checking. Love you.
Love you, Daddy.
Hey, can I speak to Mum?
Bye.
Lily rings and then never lets you actually speak to Zoe. Oh. So now Zoe's ringing me. Lily hung up on me.
Apparently she enjoys hanging up on you.
So it seems.
All set?
Yeah, all set.
Called
the
it.
odds are shortening on the 4th place finish for Aston Martin.
It's a shame. I enjoyed being the underdog.
You've still got to beat Butler.
We've still got to beat Alfa Romeo, you mean?
And Butler.
That too, I guess. Right, you go and prepare. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Zoe. To the next one. You kind of want me to just run Butler off the track, even if he uses a flashback afterwards. I need that image in my life. Let's see what happens as we go to the race. Hey, it's a dickhead. Dickhead.
Sell-out crowd, they're saying. Casper, I haven't seen you since you announced your retirement.
No.
Well, fair play to you, mate. Takes a brave man to admit he can't compete anymore. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying you're a brave man. I'm paying you a compliment.
Now you're saying I can't compete?
Nah, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant some have said that, well, you're past your prime, that's all.
That won't work anymore, Devon.
Sorry, what won't work?
We know what you've been saying about us.
Oh, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I used to think you were just a gossip, Devon. Now I know you're a liar.
Oh, come on! You guys used to be so much more fun. Used to get into fights, take each other out of races. We all enjoyed that. Oh, you know, it was very entertaining. Now you just mope around bickering over who said what. It's a bit petty, to be honest, guys. Seriously, you're supposed to be role models.
Yeah, I won't argue with you, Devon. I won't win.
Yeah, you do seem to struggle a bit with winning, to be fair.
Yeah. And maybe you are right. Maybe I am past it. But he's not. And he's the better driver.
What, the rookie? He's only just got here. You do know the Mercedes seat is mine. The contract's as good as signed.
We'll see, sunshine. Now let me drive as Aiden.
Huh? Enlighten me.
I don't believe a word you say anymore.
Tell him, mate.
Let's all wave it.
Mate?
I don't know who this is going to.
Yes, Lando! I didn't know Lando had actually done some voice acting in there. I don't know who the seat's going to. With Butler's mind games no longer having an effect, Ackerman sets out to take the race directly to the man who's caused the rift between the two teammates at Aston Martin. So, again, I believe we're still driving as Casper then, as we head mid-race in the United States Grand Prix. Game on. That's a
Alpha Tower in front of us. 7 laps remaining
Casper,
here.
you're doing great.
He's still driving as Casper.
Is Butler ahead?
Butler, you're closing on him. No theatrics, please, Casper.
Yeah, understood.
Butler's in 9th, or 12.4 seconds. Beat Butler is the objective. Yeah, that's a gap and a half, though. Butler's 9th. We are currently 12th, with Pierre Gasly in front of us. Oh, I don't have much downforce, I'll tell you that much. The car doesn't feel as good. Weirdly, my team car felt better here than this one does. Carlos Sainz isn't doing very well in the Ferrari, is he? He's always down in the dumps. Excuse me, Pierre. I'm coming through there if you don't mind, mate. Ocon in front. 3.6 seconds. And then Butler... Oh, Butler's in 8th now. Butler's in 8th now.
Devon sat in P8.
Well, let's go and get him then, shall we?
Gap to teammate ahead is...
Oh, Aiden is flying.
32.0
Aiden's
seconds.
flying.
They're on old mediums. They're in first. The time
First?
was a 1:37.7.
Aiden's winning! Aiden's winning! That's got to be because of pit stops, surely. That's got to be because of pit stops, surely. No! Started 11th, currently leading. Giovinazzi's in 3rd! Oh, this story mode sits a load of shite. Over 10 seconds, though, is a hell of a margin. With 7 laps to do it. Let's get it done. Aiden's coming out in front of me, right behind Devon Butler. It's almost as if it's scripted. And Gio's pit as well, so Gio's now P8. Sorry, P9. Gio's P9. Aiden is P8. Oh, I wasn't paying attention where I was driving whatsoever. Same again this race then. Yeah, we'll try it. Herminator for passing on that gifted sub. Another one. Another one. I'll leave Ocon racing room, but we should get him here. And then we've got the inside line for the next turn.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.5.
Oh, Gio's on softs though. Gio's on softs. He's not going to be easy to catch, you know. But we've got to get past Gio. Oh, Aiden is passed. Aiden's passed. Aiden's through. Aiden's through on Butler. Aiden's up to P6. So Aiden's P7 now. And it's just these 2 Alfa Romeos in front of me that we've got to get past. And we've 4 laps to do it. It should be, I hope, pretty straightforward. Although Gio on those fresh softs, he's going to be quick. We are within a second of him though, so DRS down this straight. You imagine Gio will take his teammate though as well, surely. Giovinazzi's going to take Butler as well, isn't he? Hopefully Esteban can catch too. I'd love it if Butler didn't finish in the points. We'll go for Gio on the final turn, and then we'll try and take Devon into turn 1. Bye, bitch. See you later, pal. Bye, Felicia. That is P8, and we are now ahead of Butler. Done, done, and done. Gio's taken Butler. So Butler's finishing 10th as things stand. Ocon is right behind him as well. Oh, Esteban, please. Esteban, please. If Esteban takes Butler as well and he doesn't even get any points here in the United States, that would be a dream. Right. Esteban, please take Devon Butler. Top of the minimap. That blue dot is getting significantly closer to the red dot. Esteban, please. Go on, he's going for it. Ocon into P10. Ocon into P10. Devon out of the points. Let's go. Lewis wins the Grand Prix. Esteban Ocon up into P10. And Devon is out of the points. First he gets pied by Lando. Then he gets knocked out of the points by Esteban, who I think actually was who Lando was talking to in that previous cutscene. Fuck you, Devon Butler. Let's go. That's a P7 for Aiden and a P8 for us. More points for Aston Martin. More points for Aston Martin. We'll take that. Aha.
So that was an exciting race from our
Yeah, it was.
perspective. Let's have yours.
Yet another victory over rivals Alfa Romeo today, Casper, and more speculation over whether or not you can steal that 4th place. What do you have to say about that?
We know we can do it.
Yes, and rightfully
We
so,
know we
in
can
my
do it.
opinion. We've had our eye on 4th place for a while now, even when others have written us off. We're working tirelessly to make every second of every race count, and it's right that that's reflected in the standings. We know what we're capable of, and we know we can do it.
Your retirement grows ever closer, of course. Is that something you think about?
Focused on the track.
No, that doesn't really play into it. I've got a job to do, and I've got to remain focused. Every moment counts out there, and if I let my mind wander for even a moment, it might be the difference between 4th and 5th in the constructors. Now off the track, it's a different story, but I try my best to keep distractions to a minimum.
Are you looking forward to your retirement?
Spending time with family.
I'm really looking forward to spending more time with the family. I have a beautiful wife and a young daughter, Lily, who I don't see nearly enough of, and I can't wait to see more of them.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Claire. Bye, Claire. Chapter 15. Ackerman manages to best Butler at the United States Grand Prix, earning some much-needed championship points for Aston Martin as they continue to snap at the heels of their rivals at Alfa Romeo. I'd love to know what the gap actually is. I don't know as I can actually see the standings at all anywhere. Hyper mode. Tried your phone earlier, couldn't reach you. Lily's now gone into hyper mode ever since you mentioned her on TV.
Aiden. Casper, hey, we're closing in on Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, good race out there.
I think we can do it, Casper. I think it's on.
You know it's not going to be easy, right?
Well, the fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what his grandma used to say.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just wanted to say congrats.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Bye.
Is Zoe going to ring us? Or she's an environmental consultant. She has her own ZOSA. Zoe something something Ackerman. She has her own consultancy firm. Hello, Brian.
Casper, debrief has been put back 10 minutes, so you've got a little more time.
Okay, thanks.
Great race out there today. Who'd have thought we'd been pushing for 4th just a few months ago?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
Whoa, brilliant. I'll have to remember that one.
So it's gone from Aiden's grandma to Aiden's mum to Aiden and now to Casper.
See you at the debrief.
Yeah. Bye, Brian.
Are we going to get a phone call from Hypermode Lily or... Oh no, she's put her to bed. Now I've got to... Oh, now I've got to put her to bed somehow. Next chapter we go. Chapter 16. It all comes down to this. The final race of the season at Abu Dhabi. With a superb effort over the back half of the year, Aston Martin have managed to find themselves within striking distance of Alfa Romeo, Devon Butler's team. 1 month later. And hopefully we'll be in 4th place come the end of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Beat him, says Lucas Webber. Oh, a phone call from Brian.
Brian.
Casper! Cassie boy!
He's very happy.
Cassie boy.
A big day today. Huge.
Yeah.
The last race of your career. How does it feel?
Well, I don't know. I guess I feel...
Oh, I'm so excited, let me tell you. I'm like a kid at Christmas.
I'm excited for my retirement.
Oh, you're going to be great out there today. I can feel it in my bones. You're going to be terrific. Just remember what I taught you.
And what was that exactly?
Hilarious. I sure will miss you, Cass. Let's go out with a bang, eh? Not literally. Right, I'll leave you to it. Be brilliant. Be wonderful. Good luck.
Thank you, Brian. Are we going to get any good luck wishes from Zoe, or are we going to jump straight to the race? We might do. Thank you for the bit, Tyler. Back to work. No worries, my man.
Hello.
Hey, Cass. How's it going?
Yeah, fine. Just a little bit...
Sad?
Yeah, maybe. How's Lils?
She's good. We're just grabbing an early lunch. Do you want to talk to Daddy?
Why aren't you racing anymore, Daddy?
Well, because Daddy's retiring.
Can I retire?
You need a job first, Lily. Hey, who's your favorite driver?
Say Aiden Jackson.
I like Aiden.
Yay!
Mommy tell you to say that. Can you put her back on the phone?
Aiden Jackson. Bye, Daddy.
No, just hang on, Lily. Hello? Aiden Jackson.
I like Lily. I like Lily. Is Zoe going to ring back, or is that it? Are we off to the race? I think we're off to the race. No, Zoe's ringing back again. No, now Aiden's calling us. Jesus, the phone won't die.
Hey,
It's a hotline bling.
How's it going?
Yeah, fine. You okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to wish you well, really, and say thank you. You know, for everything.
Hey, you've got nothing to thank me for.
And look, I'm sorry.
I think we've apologized enough.
Yeah,
by now.
me too.
I guess we have. So, the last race of an incredible career. I'll be honoured to witness it.
Thanks, Aiden. I'll see you down there.
See you down there.
I kind of want Devon to run so we could just go wanka and then hang up on him. Thanks for the follow, Henry. I think that's it. I think that's all the phone calls. Right. To Abu Dhabi we go then. Race day. Knowing they need to finish ahead of both Alfa Romeo drivers, Kasper Ackermann makes a push up the pack as he sets his sights on Devon Butler and 4th place in the Constructors' Championship. But we start the Grand Prix. Are we going to have to do the whole race? I think we may well do. Where are we starting? We are... Oh, no, we aren't. We aren't starting the Grand Prix. We're taking over halfway through.
Plenty of overtakes from this man Ackermann today, and here's another one to chalk off. This guy shouldn't be retiring from Formula One. And what's happening here? It looks like Giovinazzi.
Way! There goes that Ferrari engine.
Opportunity here for Aston Martin, as it seems that Devon Butler's been left alone to see off the competition.
And he's not having the best of days, Crofty. A few mistakes creeping in here and there, a few lockouts.
Timing.
This race isn't over yet.
Fuck you, mate. Fuck you. Thank you for the 3rd month, Kieran. May as well sob. Didn't realise I had a prime thing. Fuck you, Butler. Let's go. How many laps remaining? What have we got to do?
You're lapping quicker than Butler now, Casper. Outstanding work. We've got a chance here.
Roger.
Let's make that push. We're all behind you.
We're P11. George Russell's out of the session. We're P11. Casper is lap... Sorry. 8. Devon is P6. And we've got to catch him before lap 9. We've not got long to close down a 10-second gap. This is not going to be easy. Especially here, which obviously, as you guys know, isn't one of my best circuits. Oh dear. We've genuinely got a massive task on our hand now to catch Aiden. To catch Devon. I don't know where Aiden is actually. I'll ask in a moment. Oh, he's behind.
3.1 seconds.
Aiden's behind, so he's 14th.
They're in 14th.
Why is Aiden 14th? He's not going to get a Mercedes seat if he's sat in 14th. Not exactly impressing anyone, is he? Right. Before lap 9, so we've got lap 5, 6, 7 and 8 to close on Devon Butler. Excuse me, Pierre. Goodbye, Pierre. See you later, Pierre. Right, 3 cars in front of us. Lando, presumably Alonso. Oh no, Alonso's behind us. Lando Ocon, and a Ferrari. Up the inside of Lando. See you, pal. That was actually really well done. If I do say so myself, it felt quite smooth.
Currently in 6th place, P6.
We'll take Esteban here. Woof. We hope. Yep, we'll take Esteban.
Not far ahead now, Cass. Keep on it.
Bump over the curve. Right, let's try and take Carlos down this straight if we can. And then Devon is next. There he is. You can see him just at the end of the straight. Carlos Sainz is just a sitting duck at the minute. Go around the outside of him if we can. Which we have done. Devon, I see you, pal. I see you, baby. Less than 2 seconds. We've got to catch him next lap, though. It said catch him before lap 9. Or pass him before lap 9, I think. Hit him on your way through, I'd love to.
Devon is directly ahead of you.
I can see that, Jeff! Ready? Bye, bitch!
bitch. Oh, cutscene.
So Aston Martin potentially on track to really upset Alfa Romeo here, with Ackerman leading Butler and Jackson not too far behind. Butler's closing.
Now do I have...
He's trying to win that place back, but which way's he going to go? Down the inside he goes.
Oh, dickhead. Dickhead. Dickhead.
From Devon Butler. He sends both cars spinning out.
Dickhead.
And that looks to be the end of the race for him.
Too late on the brakes. I'm sure the stewards will be looking at this one after the race.
But the Aston Martin car's still moving. The Dutchman looks to be continuing, Ant.
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty, but he has suffered significant damage. There are points still up for grabs today, though, don't forget.
Well, that is significant. But can Casper Ackerman's Aston Martin car finish?
You okay, Casper? The data this end suggests the car is compromised.
That's fine. I can finish.
Butler's out the race.
Butler's out, we have a shot. Jackson's closing fast, Casper.
Okay.
You need to go for third, Aiden.
Moppy, third. What about Casper?
What, we let Aiden pass?
Let Aiden pass. Do the best you can, Casper. How's the car?
Good enough. Will you give a message to Aiden?
Let's fucking go. I've got to go and get third now driving as Aiden.
To pass Casper, Aiden.
Copy.
He says
We're
you've
through.
got to get on that podium.
And that will get the team fourth.
Maybe, if Casper's car holds out.
I guess I better get on that podium then.
Finish on the podium. Leclerc, 4.2 seconds. Checo, 6.5 seconds. And then it's Mercedes in front of him, just in front of him. So we need to gain 7 odd seconds in the last few laps. It's not going to be easy against cars that are that fast, but here we go. We're clutching Leclerc, but it's still 4 plus to Checo, and that's just 4th, and we need to get on the podium. Thank you very much for the raid, my man. Oh god, distracted. Let me pause it and say thank you and have a look. Oh, dearie me. Game on. There are 4 laps of the season remaining. 4 laps of this story mode remaining, and we need to get from P6 to the podium. You genuinely probably couldn't have raided at a more crucial point. For those that are just joining, we are racing on the hardest difficulty for Breaking Point, which to be fair still isn't that hard. So it should be pretty straightforward to get this done. Get Leclerc with DRS. Dip in that slipstream. But we need to close on Checo and then Bottas, who's in front of him. Well, we presume it's Bottas anyway in P3. It is Bottas in P3 now that we're ahead of Leclerc. We can see that. 5 seconds. Jesus, 5 seconds to Valtteri. I've got to concentrate, lads. We've got 3 seconds. It's 3 seconds. 3 laps to close. 4.5 seconds on Valtteri. 3 laps, 4 seconds. Can it be done? Well, I mean, it must be done. But is it? Are we going to be able to do it this time, or are we going to have to do a retake? Hopefully we can get it done this time. The gap to Bottas is plummeting. His tyres must be absolutely dead. DRS on Checo this lap. I've been trying to save up my overtake button for the inevitable battle with Bottas. Bottas, final boss. Thanks for the follow, Zane the Duck. Welcome to the channel, mate. Going to get brave on the brakes against Checo. Oh, front right tyre is now over 20%. 2.4 seconds to Valtteri. There he is. That's the goal. 1.6 seconds to Valtteri Bottas. With 2 laps to go! Wall. It was a personal best lap of the race, but our tyres are worn. You can see the gap to Max is actually growing lap by lap. We are now within DRS range of Valtteri Bottas, and we'll have that down this next straight. Now all of our tyres are over 20% wear, but we want to get Casper on this podium, and we've a lap and a half to do so. Aiden's up to P6 as well. Aiden's on his way through to... Sorry, Casper's up to P6 too. Casper's on his way through. Even with a damaged car, Casper is up to P6. Right then, with 1 lap to go, we have 1 car in the way. Oh, Valtteri, so slow there. You can see the light flashing as he was harvesting energy. He's offline. I want to make sure he doesn't have DRS on me on the straight, so I'm actually going to play this. I'm actually going to play this tactically. I don't want him to get DRS on me down this first straight. I don't mind him having DRS on the second straight because that's what I've saved my ERS for. We've played this very tactically, partially for drama too. DRS should be enough to get us past Valtteri on this lap down this straight, and then ERS should be enough to keep us ahead down the next straight. Closing in on Valtteri Bottas. Up. Oh, he went defensive. And we only just missed contact. He's still got the inside line. But we are ahead. He will have DRS now, but I've got my ERS. Aiden Jackson may well be taking that seat from Valtteri Bottas. Potentially a drive for Mercedes for Aiden Jackson next year on F1 2022. But here on F1 2021 at the end of the 2021 season, it's going to be taking a podium away from Valtteri Bottas, potentially his race seat as well for next year, but certainly Aston Martin, as Casper is now up to P5 as well and is past Sergio with a damaged car. Casper Ackermann, in his final race of his career, let alone the season, is going to finish P5. We're going to finish P3. And with Gio having an engine blow and Devon crashing himself out of the Grand Prix, Aston Martin will finish 4th in the championship and Aiden Jackson will take P3 and a podium. Oh, it's all come together. We did it, boys. We did it.
What a season this has been for Aston Martin. Even a race or two ago, you wouldn't have believed it, but they finished 4th in the Constructors. If the rumours are to be believed, they'll be reluctant now to let young Aiden Jackson go. What a talent he's proved to be, and an incredible end to an incredible career for Casper Ackermann, who somehow found his way back into the race after that nasty scrape with Butler.
Scrape?
What a race here in Abu
Wasn't
Dhabi.
really much of a scrape, was it? Cutscene time. Oh! Oh!
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Podium Noid!
Casper! We did it.
We did it.
Podium Noid!
No, what happened?
No, I'll let you see it for yourself.
And Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps. Anyway, I just came to congratulate you all and bid you a fond farewell. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you later. We'll celebrate.
Stay for a bit.
No.
Oh, come on, what are they going to do? Discipline you? This isn't my victory, Casper. This is ours.
Wasn't your victory either, you finished 3rd, but you know what I mean. Is Casper going to go up on the podium? Casper's going to go up on the podium as well.
Some race. Yeah, some race.
Some career.
You had us all worried for a moment out there. Brian, when have I ever let you down? You really want me to answer? Best not.
Probably not, no.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. And the pleasure has been mine, Brian. Heck of a career you've had, Cass.
Casper!
And I think you'll want it.
Casper! Casper!
For heaven's sake, man, get out.
Take him all time! Take him all time! Take him all time! Way! Way! Podium friends! Podium friends! Hi, Zoe! Way! Shake him all time. We love a bit of it. Hello, Toto! F1 2022! More Breaking Point story. Maybe. I'm not cheering for you, Max or Lewis. It's for Casper. It's all for Casper. Is that it? Or is there more story? More? Oh, I love that. In loving memory of Murray Walker. May he rest in peace. That's a really nice touch. And Max Mosley as well.
Both nice touches. I like that. I appreciate that. That's the perfect way to end. That's the perfect way to end. So, F1 2022 next year. More story mode? Or are we done there? I hope more story mode. I hope more story. I very much enjoyed that. I very much enjoyed that. This is like Marvel, Ches, FYI. Well, we're going into a multiverse next. I'm very much looking forward to more. I enjoyed that. That was really good fun. Let me say thank you quickly to Sens and Biggles Giggles for the follows. Right, for the sake of the YouTube video, thank you guys very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed and make sure you subscribed to the ChesnoidPlays channel so you don't miss out on more. The off-season, Season 2, Episode 0 of My Team will go live tomorrow lunchtime. For those of you on YouTube, for those of you on Twitch, that's actually the day after tomorrow lunchtime. We'll go live tomorrow lunchtime. Wednesday is the day that you'll see this. So Thursday lunchtime is when the Season 2, Episode 0 will go live. So Season 2, Episode 1 of My Team will be Thursday night. That will be it. Or there might be post-credits. There might be post-credits. Oh, that's what the bit said. This is like Marvel Ches, FYI. So there will be a post-credit scene. Okay, well, for those of you on YouTube, I will leave you with the post-credit scene, and I'm not quite done yet. But thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on Season 2 of My Team, which is coming starting tomorrow. And I shall wait and cut, but we shall wait for the end of post-credits. For the end of the post-credits scene. I didn't get the Marvel reference, no. Show me. Show me the Marvel-y goodness. Post-credit scene? Excuse me, Nick. I just sat here for 10 fucking minutes watching the credits and then there wasn't anything at all. Okay, so there's a little bit more. There is a little bit more. A note from Toto. Aiden, Toto here. We've been in touch with your agent who says you'd be delighted to meet us for a chat. We're trying to sort something out for next week. Just wanted to contact you directly and congratulate you for a wonderful performance at Abu Dhabi. Haven't seen a race like that for a long time. Pizza with Jeff as well. And Zoe has emailed me about dinner. Hope you forgive me contacting you out of the blue like this. Listen, Casper's in about a funny mood about retiring. He keeps talking about what a great future he thinks you'll have, and it's obvious he's got lots he'd like to say to you. I know him well enough to know that A, he'd love to spend some time with you before we all go home, and B, he'll never ask you himself. We're dining at the Catfish in the Marina tonight, and I've asked the restaurant to add a third seat to the table. Why don't you come and celebrate Casper's retirement with us? Reservations at 8. Hope to see you there. So is there actually a cutscene, or is it just that email? When you said post-credits, I thought you meant post-credits cutscene. You could have said post-credits email on the laptop. Fuck's sake. Well, that then is where we will end the F1 2021 story mode. With an email from Toto Wolff that looks like we may well be going to Mercedes for F1 2022. But who knows? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. That will do for the YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you're looking forward to Season 2, Episode 0 of My Team, which will come tomorrow. And the stream following in the evening as well. The video of which will be live the day after on Friday. For now, though, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.